What's up guys, name is Dre and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Now with the release of Xiao in the upcoming week, I want to go ahead and explain one elemental reaction that will play a big part with him coming to the game. In today's video I want to talk about Swirl, since Xiao will be one of the strongest users of this elemental reaction eventually. Now let's get right into this. Swirl can be applied with any type of element except for Geo and Danjo. But currently we don't have a Danjo character in the game, which is why this doesn't really matter. Now attacking with the Nemo doesn't apply a debuff, so usually when you attack with an element you apply a symbol over the enemy, which Sucrose doesn't do, as you can see right now in this clip. So normally there could be the case that the enemies already have an element over them, like the water slimes in this clip. Then you maybe would use another type of element to trigger an elemental reaction. In this case I use Klee with Pyro to trigger Vaporize. The other case would be against neutral monsters, when they don't have a symbol over them. So here you can see how I attack with Mona first to apply Hydro on the enemy, swap the Klee and apply Pyro afterwards to get Vaporize again. Also, you can see me swapping back to Mona and still proccing the elemental reactions, because now Pyro is applied as a debuff to the enemies. Basically, with all other elements, the order in which you would activate the elements doesn't matter to trigger an elemental reaction. Of course, depending in which order you do activate the elemental reactions, the damage numbers could be different, but that's of course not the topic of the video. The point is, elemental reactions are always possible as long as you apply both elements. Yeah, but for Swirl it's different. Swirl only can be procced when any type of element is already applied first, and Nemo is the second one. So Swirl only comes from the character that applies the swirl, actually the Nemo character. Here you can see my Mona applying Hydro again. Then I swap back to Sucrose to apply the swirl. You now can see two different damage numbers. The green one is the actual damage from Sucrose's normal attack. The blue number is the swirl damage and has nothing to do with Mona, so it doesn't matter who applies the debuff. The swirl damage will always be the same. The next thing I want to talk about is the spread. After applying swirl to one enemy, there is a radius where you can spread the swirl damage on the other enemies. In this clip you see that I have a Hilichurl with a Pyro debuff. Attacking with Sucrose spreads the Pyro debuff over to the other Hilichurl, giving him a Pyro debuff too. Alright, now let's go one step further and apply a Nemo damage to multiple enemies at the same time, because this will allow us to spread the effect for each enemy. So the more enemies you hit with the actual swirl, the more elements will spread and apply a debuff and damage from the certain element. Now, we can go even beyond that and include two elements with Swirl. In this clip, you can see a Hilichurl with a Pyro debuff and one with an Hydro debuff. After applying Swirl to the Pyro debuffed Hilichurl, the effect spreads over to the other one, creating Vaporize, because I spread the effect from Pyro to the Hydro debuffed Hilichurl. This also goes the same way with the multiple swirl and thus function the same way, so you can apply something like Vaporize multiple times. Now last part of the video is that there is an artifact set that can even increase the swirl damage by 60%, which is the 4-piece Viridescent Vanilla set. So in all the clips before I didn't use the set on Sucrose. After switching it to this set, there was a massive damage increase, making this set an exceptional option when you use a swirl applier in your team. Yeah, now that's it for my quick explanation referring to Swirl. I hope you guys did enjoy and could learn something out from it, and if you guys do so, like, comment and subscribe, it would help me out a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. If you guys want to see more Genshin Impact content, videos should pop up on the screen right now. Make sure to check them out, and I thank you for your support.